Happy Saturday, y'all. It's Falcons Daily. I am CG, your host, alongside Harper with me today. And if you want to give me a follow on social media, you can find me at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G, and the word sports. Fan art, who powers Falcons Daily. Their cool logo is up here in the top left corner right there. It's at Fan Arch Co. Other way, Harpy. Other way. Point that way. Look where I'm pointing. There you go. Fan Arch Co. That's where you can find them. FANARCHCO on social media. You want good news? You want bad news or worse news? Let's start with the bad news. Drake London out again on Sunday because of that PCL sprain in his knee. Tried to give it a go this week at practice. Wasn't going to work. He's day to day. Still feels like it's week to week since he's completely out and did not practice at all. Again, the question must be asked, should he have gone on injured reserve to create a roster spot, things like that? I know they're trying to give Five a chance to get out there and play. But again, if he's going to be missing 3 and 4 weeks consecutively, you might as well just put him on the IR and put somebody else in there who can contribute. Really, I don't know if it's a gamesmanship thing, a strategy thing to tinker and kind of dangle Drake's availability out there. But honestly, it doesn't really help the team get any more prepared for Sunday, in my opinion. So hopefully he'll be back. We'll see if that goes down. So again, Harper will be without Drake London, number 5, our top wide receiver this Sunday. And also a late addition on Saturday, Harper, JPJ, that's James Pierce Jr., popped up on the injury report on Friday, and he has a back injury. And now he's listed as questionable for the game. I would not be surprised to see James Pierce sit out, especially if he pops up as questionable on Friday, unless it's something that is very, very minor, that is just giving him a little bit of trouble. I don't feel good about that either. Injuries popping up on a Friday, never a good thing. So hopefully we will see JPJ out there because Brandon Dorlus is already out. Brandon Dorlus is already out of this game, and he leads the team in sacks. So gotta rally the troops, circle the wagons, whatever you call it. More keys to the game tomorrow, Harper. Talk about controlling the clock. So when we talk about controlling the clock, that means we're talking about having the football for more time than the Seahawks does. If we have the ball more than the Seahawks do we have a better chance to score touchdowns? Yes, the answer is yes. So if the Seahawks don't have the ball, they can't score, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's why it's very important for us to control the clock and then win on third downs. And what I mean by that is when it's third down on offense, third down on defense, we need to on offense, we need to find a way to get the first down and stay on the field. When we're on defense, need to find a way to get the stop, get off the field on fourth down, or force a fourth down play for the Seahawks offense. But that's where we are now. I mean, again, it's been chronicled. The Falcons are very, very atrocious on third downs right now. We've struggled heavily getting off the field on third downs defensively. We've struggled staying on the field on third downs offensively. So if we're going to defeat the Seahawks, we're going to have to possess the football longer than 29 minutes and 36 seconds, which is good for 19th in the NFL. We're going to need to possess the ball for about 34 to 35 minutes to really give us a shot at this game. And also, again, getting sacks on third down would be tremendous. Again, Sam Darnold will throw you the football if you can pressure him enough. He already has, and he's already accounted for 15 turnovers, 15 in 12 games for the Seahawks. He had one game where he threw 4 interceptions. So again, he will throw you the ball. He will give it up. We just have to take it from him. And when we do take it from him, we need to keep the ball, possess the ball, control the clock, and finish our drives with touchdowns. That is the number one thing. That's the biggest non-negotiable for tomorrow's game that I could give you. Looking around at some power rankings and stuff like that, Harper. Actually, before we get into that, Harper, what is your one key to the game for the Falcons to beat the Seahawks? What do they need to do? The biggest thing the Falcons need to do.
They need to be focused and they need to play better defense.
I like it. 100%. Focus and a concerted effort on defense. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. If you're focused, you don't make as many mistakes. And when you don't make as many mistakes, the other team can't capitalize on it, and that helps you win the football game. Very good, Harper. I love it. All right, now we're going to move on. We're going to look at some NFL.com power rankings. Okay, so in the recent power rankings released on December the 4th on NFL.com by Adam Shook, Nick Shook, excuse me. I got Adam ranking Nick Shook mixed up there. He had Kirk Cousins higher in his power rankings than Lamar Jackson. Can you believe that? He was higher in the power rankings than Lamar Jackson. So is Kirk Cousins playing better than Lamar right now? And remember, Lamar Jackson is an NFL MVP. He is, I don't think he's the all-time leader in completion percentage, but he's up there. I mean, in terms of passer rating, things like that, Lamar Jackson he's at the top of the charts. I mean, again, an MVP of the league, and you can't take nothing away from him. Kirk's never been MVP of the league. He's been in the discussion before, but right now, I mean, just in this moment, not overall, not the whole career arc, not a totality of the season, but right now in this moment, is Kirk Cousins playing better than Lamar Jackson? And again, Nick Shook thinks so, and this is what Nick had to say about it. He said, Kirk Cousins did a bang-up job against the Jets for most of the game, firing accurate passes and fulfilling all the goals set for a backup quarterback. It was one of the better performances I've seen from him over the last 2 seasons outside of those stat stuffers against Tampa Bay in 2024. So, with that being said, we're still trying to chop up some numbers here. And when we look at these numbers here, Harper, it kind of tells a little bit of the story. So we're going to go with this nice, cool-looking graphic we got here. Kirk Cousins, our guy on the left, Lamar Jackson from the Baltimore Ravens on the right. Okay, when you look at the passing yards, who has more passing yards right now?
Kirk Cousins.
Who has a higher completion percentage right now?
Kirk Cousins.
Who has thrown for more touchdowns and ran for more touchdowns right now?
Kirk Cousins.
And on top of that, who has a higher average per passing attempt right now?
Kirk Cousins.
So, it doesn't really, the math is mathing there. The numbers don't really lie when it comes to who's playing better right now. It is Kirk Cousins. He is playing better than Lamar Jackson. His team, the Ravens, are more successful as a team. So, I'm not talking about strapping the win or the loss to this one player on either side. But what I'm talking about is performance at the quarterback position. And right now, when you look at these metrics that we just showed you, who's playing better right now, Harper?
Kirk Cousins.
He is. And if Kirk Cousins plays this good tomorrow against the Seahawks, do you think we're going to win or we're going to lose?
Win.
We can do it, right? I hope so. So, yeah, let's chop it up in the comments and you guys tell me what you think about that. But, the numbers are the numbers. And currently, Kirk is, in the last 2 ball games, is playing a lot better right now than Lamar Jackson. We're gonna go to we got more stuff for you here too. More comments from yesterday's show. Harper, we're gonna take a look at some of these comments. All right, and here's some of the comments. All right, lovely robot figurine. Got some letters and stuff behind it. 100% correct take on Zach. He's been amazing. It's not his fault. The rookie QB had issues. All the wide receivers are wide open, etc. Beating the Bucks 2 times, Eagles, Bills, etc. We lose him. We will lose him and regret it down the road once he figures everything out. And as a quarterback that can execute, and a few wide receivers who can catch the ball, the offense will be fire. Too much talent. Just need a young, elite, smart QB with a big arm. Penix is obviously not the one. And then he put like a handicap emoji next to that, indicating about Penix's injuries. Well, again, I still push back on it. Again, because of the fact that that Michael Penix is a young quarterback, and he is playing a little inconsistent. But I asked again I asked, the other day, did he look incompetent against Washington? Did he look incompetent against Tampa Bay? Did he look incompetent against Carolina? The answer is no. He didn't look incompetent in those games. He looked like an NFL quarterback. He is an NFL quarterback. I mean, again, it's hard to. I mean, we can be critical of his game. He does need to improve. He needs to, the accuracy does need to go up for the Falcons to be successful. I would like to see him scramble a little bit more. But hey, I still think that Penix is going to be the guy. I don't know about Zach Robinson next year. He may be there. He may not be there. But you know what? I think what's going to happen is if we move on from anyone and everyone, it's going to be all at once. I don't think it's going to be little trickles here and there, because if you keep Raheem Morris and then fire the offensive coordinator, guess what happens? You've restarted the offense all over again. So I just don't see that happening in this moment. But again, thank you for your take. Jeff Holton, 1225. He's one of our day ones, Harper. Jeff Holton has been here pretty much every episode from the very beginning, way back on April 30th of 2025. Hi, CG. I'm starting to get on board with you on giving Raheem a third year. I do think the special teams play has cost us a couple of games, along with all the injuries. I hope we can just play out the remaining games to the best of our ability and maybe give us all a ray of hope for next season. It sure is going to be interesting to see what we do at quarterback next season, too. Maybe we also can discuss the Falcons' biggest needs for next season at some point. But that is a discussion for the offseason, I guess. Jeff, always good to see you chime in. Thank you for your take. I just think, again, there's so many moving parts. There's so many different elements to this that it's hard to pin it all on Raheem Morris. Again, Arthur Blank is in literally every press conference. He hears what Raheem has to say. And Arthur has declined to speak to the media at all in this first part of the season. So I think he understands, he sees the plight. I mean, but also it is a business, and eventually we are going to need to see some improvement. I just don't know, if we move around any coaches anywhere whatsoever, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be at the coordinator position. Maybe special teams coordinator. I don't really see Marquise Williams coming back next season, especially how this season has played out. 3 kickers, poor special teams play, poor technique, poor discipline at times. And again, if we're going to hold Raheem Morris to the same to the standard of being responsible for anything and everything that happens, especially when it's a loss, we have to hold these individual coaches and these position coaches and coordinators to the same standard as well. Let's see. Do we have another comment on here, Harper? Let's take a look. I thought we did. Let's see here. Nope, we don't. That was it. We had 2 comments today. All right, Harper, your time to shine, Big Mama. We're going to tell everybody how they can watch this football game. And on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which we also call what?
The Falcons house.
That's right. It's in the Falcons house this Sunday, 1 o'clock. It's going to be on what channel?
Fox.
Yes, and if you can't watch it on Fox, whether you live in Seattle or Atlanta or surrounding areas that are showing the game, what streaming service can you use to watch Sunday's ball game?
NFL Sunday Ticket.
If you want to hear the Atlanta Falcons radio network with Wes Durham and Dave Archer, the best tandem in football and in sports, really, when it comes to broadcasting, if you want to hear them in English on the radio in Atlanta, in the A, where your Auntie Marcy lives, what radio station is that going to be on?
92.9 The Game.
Perfect. If you want to hear the Atlanta Falcons radio network in your car outside of Atlanta using Sirius XM satellite radio, what channel will the game be on?
Channel 226.
And how can they listen to the game in Spanish?
La Mejor. Perfect.
They can do it that way. All right, everybody, we are going to get out of here. We're going to enjoy our Sunday. Tonight, you see what I'm wearing right here. I am a big Duke fan, and tonight we're going to be in the ACC Football Championship taking on Virginia. Harper, who do you want to win that game tonight?
Duke.
Duke? Who's your favorite football team? Say whoever you want.
I like NC State and the Falcons.
Okay, you hear that? She's a Wolfpack girl, but she's pulling for Duke for her dad. All right, Bull City, right there. There it is. And show me the Wolfpack. There it is. All right, y'all. No matter what happens, anybody but Carolina, okay? Anybody but Carolina. So, all right, y'all enjoy your weekend. Harper and I will do the same thing. For Harper Green, I am Craig Green. Harper, break it down for everybody.
Sayonara and let us know. Just peace up. A-Town Dad.